So in this session, we are going to revise Quant. Hello everyone. This is a Quant revision session. So before we start, please everyone mark your presence. Hi Ayush, hello. Please be quick everyone, mark your presence. It is going to be a long day. So length of the session depends on 2 to 3 hours, right? So it is going to be a long session and we are going to discuss a lot of questions, right? So please be quick everyone, mark your presence. I want each and every student to be very quick. Be quick. I am waiting for each and every student to join at the earliest. Please guys, be quick. It is going to be a long session, so be quick. I want each and every student to be present. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Okay, so then let's start. Good afternoon. Let's start. So first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Ajay Sareen. I am a 100 percentiler in Quant and DI section of CAT. I appear in CAT almost every year, right? So it's been 16 plus years of teaching students for CAT and various competitive exams, right? So CAT 2020 final revision with Gradeup is going on. I want each and every student to check out CAT 2020 revision series playlist for complete last minute preparation. So we are going to discuss most expected questions for Quant, VARC, DILR. Then mock test analysis are also going on. Day-wise revision of all important topics is there. Strategy to attempt the exam. Questions from IIM Indore are being chosen. Every day the sessions are scheduled at 5:30, 7 and 9 p.m. So you just need to subscribe to our Gradeup channel and stay tuned on Gradeup app as well. All right, so a lot of students have joined. Let's start now. Right, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon. So this is another very important announcement. CAT 2020 exam analysis will be live on 29th November. The students who are appearing in shift 1, they will be done with their shift at 10:30 and the analysis will start like at 10:45. So by that time you will be out of your test center. So please be online. Shift 2 will be over by 2:30 and at 2:45 it will start. At 6:30 shift 3 will be over and at 6:45 analysis will start. So please keep in mind, the moment you are done, Chirag, everything is there on Gradeup app. You just need to check it there, right? Good afternoon, Dilip. Good afternoon. So now let's start with the concepts of number system. So guys, please keep in mind, duration of the session is not fixed. It is 2 to 3 hours and can go beyond 3 hours also, right? So if you feel like you need to drink water, just keep a water bottle handy with you, right? So if anything you guys need, you guys are always having access to the same. Just go and come back at the earliest. So in case of number system, the different topics that we are required is number classification. Then it will be the concept of prime numbers, because prime numbers are very important part of our CAT preparation, right? Then third will be the concept of LCM HCF. Fourth will be the concept of factors. Fifth will be the concept of units digit. Sixth will be finding last two digits. Seventh will be the concept of remainders. All right. So in order to start with number system, good afternoon Kavita, good afternoon. In order to start with a number system, I am starting with number classification first of all, and let's do it very quickly. So in case of numbers, they can be classified in two major categories. One is set of real numbers, other is set of imaginary. So imaginary numbers are those which contains -1 under the root, and this value is not defined. So that is just an imagination कि ऐसा कुछ होता होगा. So we write -1 under the root as I, which we call iota. So if I ask you what is the value of -1 under the root, please do not say it is iota. Its value is not defined. We represent it with I so that our written job becomes easier, right? So on the other side, the value of iota is again not defined because it is -1 under the root. So either ways, it is the same. We are required imaginary roots in case of algebra when we are solving quadratic equations or higher degree polynomials. So in that case, we consider that the complex roots exist in conjugate pairs. That if one of the root is a plus iota b, other root must be a minus iota b. Likewise, if I ask you which one is greater, -2 under the root or -3 under the root. So let's say this is option A, this is option B. So tell me, be quick, which one is greater, or are they equal? Be quick, waiting for your response. Which one is greater out of the two? Be quick, option A or B, type करो जल्दी से. Savraj, there is no limit of this class. 2, 3, 4, 5 hours कितना होगा? Let's see now. Be quick, सभी का response option A आ रहा है. So I will switch to public view so that आप सबके response देख पाओ. सभी का response is option A. जो students रह गए हैं, please जल्दी से अपना response दें. Be quick. Okay, so I just said that -1 under root is not defined. If there is something which is not defined, you cannot compare them. A very basic question. You cannot compare them. Please keep that in mind. I do not know out of the two which one is larger, which one is smaller, or whether they are equal. Right? You cannot compare imaginary numbers. It is as good as asking you if there are two numbers 3x and 2x. So out of these two, which one is greater? So I am writing again two options A and B. So now tell me which one is greater. Shan, we will cover a lot of topics. So you have to be very quick. Now tell me which one is greater, 2x or 3x? Paras, again the answer is can't say. Reshma, बहुत basic चीज है. Dhana, बहुत basic चीज है. Shan. So you cannot compare 2x and 3x because I do not know whether x is positive or negative or 0. If there are unknown values, we cannot compare them. So the situation is similar in both the cases. Please keep that in mind. Right, Sonia. Right, Bhavin. So we can't say out of these two which one is greater. Likewise, in this case and in this case, we cannot compare those values which are not defined. Please keep this in mind. Now let's move on to real numbers. So real numbers are those which can be represented on a number line. So all these values can be measured, their values exist. Right, so it starts with 0, 1, 2 and goes up to plus infinity. On the left of this, it is -1, -2 goes up to minus infinity. All the values in decimals in between, in square roots, cube roots, fourth root, fifth root, right, all the values are going to be real numbers. And they are of two types majorly. One is called a rational number, other is called irrational number. So rational numbers are those which can be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Irrational numbers are those which cannot be represented in this form. Right? Other definition for rational numbers is they are those whose decimal part is either terminating. If not terminating, then it must be repeating. For irrational numbers, we can say they are those whose decimal part neither terminates nor repeats. Right? So examples for rational numbers will be something like 22 by 7, a value like 0.33333 keeps going on, a value like 0.5, a value like 1 by 2, a value like 1 by 3. All these values are going to be rational numbers. 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. 0 is a rational number. Irrational numbers will be of the form square root of 2, square root of 3. Square root of 4 is 2. So it is a rational number and not irrational number. Please keep that in mind. Right? Square root of 5, square root of 6. So जिस भी number का square root exist नहीं करता straightways, right? It is going to be an irrational number. Likewise, it can be cube root of 2, cube root of 3, cube root of 4. All these values are going to be irrational. The value of pi, the value of e, right? So they are irrational numbers. So there was a question in CAT comparing the value of pi and 22 by 7. So please keep in mind pi is an irrational number, wherein 22 by 7 is a rational number. A very basic question which came in CAT. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Alright, so 22 by 7 is not the exact value of pi, it is just approximated value. Right? So the value of pi that we can use is 3.142 also. Likewise, e is out of exponent. So आपने natural log देखा होगा, ln जब लिखा होता है. So whenever there is natural log, the base is e. So this e and this e are the same and the value of e is 2.71. Please keep this value also in your mind always. Right? So they are very basic things and very important values which should be memorized. Right? So now taking it further, if we come across a rational number, let's say of the form 1.23456 bar, and we are required to convert it to p by q form. In order to convert any rational number to p by q form, this bar represents that 56 will be repeating again and again. So first of all, what we will be doing is we will take entire number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and we will subtract the part which is not repeating. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the number which is not repeating. And this is to be divided by a number made up of 9s and 0s. Right? So how many 9s will come and how many 0s will come? That depends on the number of digits in a recurring part and the number of digits between decimal and recurring part. So here we have 3 digits. Is it done? So can you tell me how many 9s and how many 0s will come? So there will be 2 9s because of 2 digits in the recurring part and there will be 3 zeros because of the 3 digits in between decimal and recurring part. So by simplifying this, we will get its equivalent in P by Q form. Good job, good job. Not Satyam, 3 nines, 2 nines and 3 zeros, 99,000. Right, Ayush? अब तो मैंने लिख दिया. So this is very easy. Please keep that in mind. Likewise, if there is a value given to you in the form 0.ABCD bar, all right? So this type of question appears in CAT. That's why we are taking it up. So it is equivalent to ABCD minus 0, which stands nowhere, right? Divided by, because there are 4 digits in recurring part, so there will be 4 nines. There is no digit between decimal and recurring part, so there won't be any 0 following it. If you come across 0.ABCD bar, so it will be ABCD minus A divided by 3 nines because of this, and 1 0 because of 1 digit between decimal and recurring part. So I hope this part is clear to each and every student. You have to be very quick with yes or no. All right, so please be quick. I hope this much part is clear. Be quick, guys, with the response. Right, good, good, good. Your response will drive me. The faster you are, the faster we can move on to next topics. Right, so you have to be very quick. Now, rational numbers can be further divided in 2 major categories. One is set of integers and other is set of fractions. All right. So in general, any real number can always be expressed as a sum of integer and a fraction, or an integer minus a fraction. So please keep that in mind. Any real number can always be expressed in this particular format. Something like if there is a number 1.5, you can write it as either 1 plus 0.5 or you can write it as 2 minus 0.5. Either ways, it is the same. So rational number is made up of integers and fractions. So integers are going to be those jinka decimal part exist nahi karta. All these values are going to be integers. And fractions are those who has some decimal part. So if there is a fraction of the form P by Q, fraction can be proper or it can be improper fraction. Right? So we will get proper fraction when P is less than Q and improper when P is more than Q. So in comparison, specifically in DI, right, it is going to help us a lot. So if there is a fraction P upon Q which is less than 1, which means we are talking about a proper fraction right now. If I add some value in the numerator and the same value in the denominator. On the other side, if we subtract some value out of numerator and denominator, and let's compare it with the original fraction P upon Q. Right? So let's take a value of P by Q, which is 3 by 4. If I add 1 to this, it becomes 4 by 5. If we subtract 1 out of this, it becomes 2 by 3. So I am showing you this proof also. At any point in time, agar aap bhool jate ho, please do this quickly to understand which one will be larger, which one will be smaller. In many cases, we are not supposed to do the entire calculations. Comparison of ratios makes our job very easy, right? So this is 0.66, this is 0.75, this is 0.8. So when we add a value, right, in the numerator denominator, your fraction, the value of your fraction will increase as compared to original one. And if you reduce it by some value, it will decrease. Likewise, if there is any improper fraction, when P upon Q is greater than 1. Likewise, if we subtract some value, the fraction will increase as compared to adding the same value in the numerator and denominator. So guys, please check it out. I hope it is clear. So if there are bigger fractions given to you, something like 29 upon 31 and 30 upon 32 and 31 upon 33. So all the fractions are less than 1. So this is something we can apply. So 1 got added there and 1 got added here, which means this fraction is more than this fraction. 1 got added there, 1 got added here. So this fraction will be more than this fraction. So I hope this part is clear to each and every student. So you need not solve it. You need not find the values. Just by looking at it, you can compare the numbers. Now, when it comes to integers, they are going to be all the values starting from minus infinity up to plus infinity. Now, in this case, from minus infinity to minus 1, all these are called negative integers. Starting from 1 to plus infinity, all these are called positive integers, which means 0 is neither positive nor negative. If we say natural numbers or positive integers, or we call counting numbers, please keep in mind they are going to be 1, 2, 3, so on up to plus infinity. When we say whole numbers or non-negative integers, they are going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to plus infinity. So please keep in mind, in case of non-negative, it does not mean positive. It means those numbers who are not negative. So if you do not consider negative numbers, it comes out to be 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to plus infinity. Right. So another term which is being used in many questions is non-increasing order or non-decreasing order of the numbers. So please do not get confused here. Right? Non-increasing means that the values should not increase. Right? If the values cannot increase, then either the values will remain same or it must give you a decreasing order. Likewise, in case of non-decreasing order, it should not decrease. So the values can remain same or there must be an increasing order of the given values. Likewise, if we come across ascending order is going to be increasing order of the values. If we come across a term like descending order, so descending order will be decreasing order of the values. So please keep in mind these basic terms. So इनमें mistake होने का chance is very high because we are not using these kind of terms on a daily basis. I hope this much part is clear, guys. So please be quick with the response and then we will move ahead. Be quick, be quick. If any student has any confusion till now, please let me know. Okay, good. Right, so let's move on. So, likewise, if in any case you are being told non-positive integers. So when I say non-positive, it means the values cannot be positive. So they can be either 0 or they can be negative. Right? So likewise, if it is negative integers, then definitely it is going to be -1, -2, so on up to minus infinity. Okay, now When it comes to numbers like even or odd, so we all know even numbers are those which are multiples of 2 and odd numbers are those which are not multiples of 2. So we write them in the form 2n plus 1. So in any case, if we have to assume even numbers, right? So we take them in the form 2n, 2n plus 2, 2n plus 4, 2n plus 6 and so on. If we have to assume odd numbers, we usually take them in this format: 2n plus 1, 2n plus 3, 2n plus 5 and so on. So if in any case we are required sum of first n even numbers, so that is equivalent to n into n plus 1. If we are required sum of first n odd numbers, so that is always equivalent to n square. So please keep this information in mind so we can solve questions very quickly. Right? So likewise, if we are required sum of first n natural numbers, sigma n, that is equivalent to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. If we are required sum of squares of first n natural numbers, it is equivalent to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. If we are required sum of cubes of first n natural numbers, so it is given by sigma n whole square, which is equivalent to n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. So these formulas should be very, very handy because they are required almost every year in one or the other exam. Right? So when it comes to prime numbers or composite numbers, prime numbers are those who has exactly two distinct factors, and composite numbers are those who has at least three distinct factors. Right? So when we talk about 1, please keep in mind 1 is neither prime nor composite because 1 has exactly one factor, which is 1 itself. So when it comes to prime numbers, smallest prime number is 2, then 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. So from 1 to 50, there are 15 prime numbers. So please keep this benchmark handy with you so that you can write down all the values without any mistake. And among all prime numbers, 2 is the only even prime number, which means all other prime numbers are odd in nature, and you can verify. Right? So 2 is the only even prime number. Alright. So on the other side, if there is any prime number which is greater than or equal to 5, it can always be represented or it can always be written in the form 6n plus minus 1. But vice versa may or may not be true. In the sense, if there is a number which is of the form 6n plus minus 1, it is not necessary that the number is a prime number. But any prime number greater than or equal to 5 can always be represented in this form, which means if any prime number greater than or equal to 5 is divided by 6, so it is again a standalone question that came in CAT. if there is a prime number which is greater than 100 when it is divided by 6 but can be the remainders. So if any prime number greater than equal to 5 is divided by 6, remainder will be either +1 or -1. So this represent a remainder of +1 or -1. So -1 can be converted to positive remainder by adding 6 to it. So we can say the remainders are +1 or +5. So please keep this in mind, right? On the other side, when we talk about composite numbers, so they are going to be other than 1 and other than prime numbers. So 4 will be the smallest composite number. Then 6, 8, 9, 10, all the remaining numbers are going to be composite. So the number of factors of composite numbers can be any. Number of factors of these numbers can be 3, 4, 5, 6, any value. So that we will cover under the heading of factors, right? So let's say if you come across a question based on prime, that product of 5 distinct prime numbers is even. So there are 5 distinct prime numbers whose product is even. And if you are being asked what will be their sum, options given to you are even, odd, can be even or can be odd. Option D, can't say. So be quick, tell me which one is the correct answer option. Be quick. Good, Priyanka. Good, Abhilasha. Good. Everyone be quick. जल्दी से बताओ आंसर. Good, Priya. Good, Dhana. Good, good, good. Good job, good job. Okay, so there was a question being asked by Shubham. So which one is greater, pi or 22/7? If you want me to prove it, Shubham, it will take some time, so we should not waste time, right? So you can search it on Google as well. So it's a very long proof, right? So 22/7 will be a bigger value, not pi. So the value of pi is 3.14159265, whether the value of 22/7 is 3.142857. So 22/7 is a bigger value. Is it done, Shubham? Pi is not bigger. Okay, so let's solve this, right, Akriti, right? So in this case, as we are given, there are five distinct prime numbers and their product is even. So at least one of them should be even. And we know 2 is the only prime number which is even. So the value of 2 can be assigned to any one of these 5. So out of these 5, 1 is even, remaining 4 is odd. And when you are going to add 1 even number and 4 odd numbers, the sum of these 4 odd numbers will be even, and even plus even answer comes out to be even. So good job, everyone. So good job. I hope this question is clear. Is it done? Okay, so let's move on. So now when it comes to the concept of LCM and HCF, so we all know that LCM is least common multiple and HCF is highest common factor. So instead of HCF, we also use a term which is called GCD, which is greatest common divisor. So whether you say HCF or you say greatest common divisor, it is one and the same thing. In certain questions, HCF as a term is used. In certain set of questions, GCD as a term is used. Right? So there was a question based on HCF in CAT, which is a very basic question, but majority of the students do not know how to solve it. All right. So let's say if there are two numbers like 22 and 158. So the question was, in how many steps by using the long division method you can find the HCF of these two numbers? How many of you can answer this? It is a CAT question. Right, I have just changed the numbers. In how many steps you can find HCF of 22 and 158 by using long division method? Jaldi batao, how many students can solve it? Type yes or no. That's it. Be quick, be quick. Tell me. How many of you can answer this? Those who can answer, it's good. But only 3 of them, 4 of them has mentioned yes. And 2 of them gave me the answer. Good, good. Good, Shubham, good. So it is something which is very basic thing. Only 4 or 5 students are able to solve it. In order to find HCF of two numbers by using long division method, so first of all, we will keep smaller number outside and we will keep bigger number inside. So this will be divisor and this will be your dividend, right? Smaller number is always the divisor. So first of all, 22 से हम divide करेंगे. So 22 into 5 is 110. 22 into 7 comes out to be 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14 plus 1 15. So difference of these two comes out to be 4. Now this 4 will be the divisor and this 7 will become your dividend now. Or 22 will become dividend. Tell me, which one is the dividend in this case now? Jaldi batao, which one will be the next dividend? Right, so it is 22. So again we will divide, so it will be 4 5s are 20. So difference comes out to be 2. Now this 2 will be the divisor. And your earlier divisor will become dividend now, which is 4. So it gives me 2 2s are 4 and the process ends here. In how many steps we are able to answer? So this is step number 1. This is step number 2. This is step number 3. So answer comes out to be 3. So the previous divisor will become your dividend next time. So please keep that method in mind. It came in CAT. Right. So I think it was in CAT 2015 maybe. Right. Good job. So we all know now how to find HCF. Right. So we also know other ways of finding LCM and HCF, which is prime factorization. So there are certain numbers whose LCM and HCF should be very handy to us. So if there are two consecutive numbers, then their LCM, so let's say the two consecutive numbers are A and B, so their LCM is going to be always product of the two numbers, and their HCF is always going to be 1. If there are any two consecutive numbers, their LCM is the product and HCF is always equal to 1. Please keep this information in mind. Point number 2, for any two numbers, their product is always equivalent to product of their LCM and HCF. Right. Point number 3, if we are given HCF of A and B is, let's say, K, then we can always write then A will be equivalent to some multiple of K and B will be equivalent to some multiple of K. The only common factor between A and B is K, which means there should not be any common factor between X and Y. So if I am writing A equal to Kx, B equal to Ky, then HCF of X and Y must be equal to 1. This is a very, very, very important part. Please keep this in mind. Right. Just give me a minute. Which property will not hold true? Harish? Is it you are talking about second one, A into B equal to LCM into HCF? That property always hold true. No matter what, that property always hold true. If there are more than two numbers, then there will be a problem. So if I say product of three numbers is equivalent to product of their LCM and HCF, this property is not always true. But when I say A into B equals LCM into HCF, this always holds true. Right? Okay, so let's take a very simple example. Let's say you are given LCM of two numbers A and B to be 140. HCF of the two numbers A and B given to you is 40. If one of the number is 70, then find other number. So be quick and tell me the answer. So this is another CAT question. Be quick, tell me the answer. जल्दी जल्दी सभी करो गुड हरीश जल्दी से बताओ सभी गुड जॉब यही गलती सब करते हैं एग्जाम में सभी का आंसर गलत है अदर देन हरीश सभी ध्यान से सोच के बताओ व्हाट इज द आंसर Pranav, 80 is not the answer. Abhinav, 80 is not the answer. Not even 40. So, the moment we see such a easy question in front of us, we cannot resist applying the formula and solving it. We just cannot resist ourselves. And we solve it for 80, and 80 is one of the answer option. We will mark it and move ahead. So this is where CAT is different. You are not supposed to put in the value straightways. Reason is 40 is not a factor of 70. Is it clear? So the answer to this question is not possible or data inconsistent. Right? Whatever the two numbers are, if one of the number is 70, their HCF can never be 40. Hi Rishi. Right, Manas. So these are the basic things we need to observe. I know everybody knows this formula. Examiner also knows, everybody knows this formula. But क्वेश्चन सीधा नहीं देगा, कुछ ना कुछ कैच रखेगा छोटा सा इसमें, इसी का सभी ने ध्यान रखना है. I hope it is clear. Shubham, it's not, cannot be determined, right? Sonia, the reason is 40 is not a factor of 70. When I say HCF of A and B is 40, then it means 40 is a factor of 70 as well as B. 40 must divide A, which we can clearly see that 70 is not divisible by 40. पेटीएम यही तो बता रहा हूं, अपना नाम ठीक रख लो यार. क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? पेटीएम. $70 is not divisible by 40, that's why it is not possible. It's a case of data inconsistent. Right, Harsh. I hope it is clear now. So if I say HCF of two numbers is 40, तो दोनों number 40 से divisible होने चाहिए. Okay, so let's move on. So now in some case, if it is given to you that LCM of two numbers A and B is 120 and HCF of the two numbers A and B is, let's say, 6. And in the question he is asking you how many unordered pairs A, B are there. Or the question can also ask you how many ordered pairs A, B are there. So we must understand the difference between ordered and unordered pairs. So when we come across 1 and 2, 2 and 1, in case of ordered pair, it should be counted as 2. So these are two different cases. In case of unordered pairs, they should be counted as 1 because they are the same. So in ordered pairs, your order will matter. In unordered pairs, your order will not matter. So this should be very, very clear to each and every student. Right? So at times, exam has unordered pairs or ordered pairs. So this is how we have to answer. Now, in this case, as LCM of A and B is 120, HCF of A and B is 6. We all know product of two numbers A and B is always equivalent to the product of their LCM and HCF. As I just wrote in the previous slide, if HCF of A and B is 6, so can I say A will be equivalent to 6x, B will be equivalent to 6y, such that HCF of x and y is 1. So it becomes 6x 6y equal 120 into 6. This got cancelled out. 6 times 20 is 120. So x into y comes out to be 20. So now after this we can say, because x into y is 20, right, then x is 1, y is 20. We have to write 20 as a product of two numbers. If x is 2, y is 10. If x is 4, y is 5. So they are the only three possibilities, right? So I have to consider only those possibilities wherein the HCF of x and y is 1. So here HCF of 1 and 20 is 1. HCF of 2 and 10 is 2, so it should be eliminated. HCF of 4 and 5 is 1, so this should be counted. If the question says how many unordered pairs are there, so the answer will be 2. If he says how many ordered pairs are there, so it will be 4. Rishi, check it out. 2 and 10 nahi lenge. Is it done? Because HCF of 2 and 10 is 2 and not 1. We have to consider only those cases wherein the HCF is 1. Done? Yes, Harsh. Minus 6 and 120 is already given to us in the question. LCM of A and B is 120, HCF of A and B is 6. So A will be 6x, B will be 6y. And we solve for the value of x and y, वो put करेंगे तो अपने आप things will be taken care of. Yes, obviously that's what we wrote. A as 6x, B as 6y, because their HCF is 6. Yes, Manas, that got covered here, na? When x is 1, y is 20. Alright, so put it here. So A will be 6, B will be 6 into 20, 120. When x is 4, y is 5. So A will be 6 into 4, 24. B will be 6 into 5, 30. So exam में time थोड़ा ना waste करोगे. Once you have found the values of x and y, job done. Just do the counting. Right? He is not asking the value of A and B. So the values of A and B are dependent on x and y. Just stop there, mark your answer and move ahead. Likewise, if we are given sum of two numbers is 120 and HCF of the two numbers is, let's say, 12. So question says how many such pairs are possible? So whenever we come across a statement like this, that how many such pairs are possible, if he has not specified ordered or unordered pairs in these kind of cases, right? So you will never consider ordered pairs, you will always consider unordered pairs. Harsh, there is no limit. There is no upper limit of this session, can go up to 3-4 hours. So let's see. So that depends on me only. मैं कब तक continuously पढ़ा सकता हूँ. Done. So we will try to revise as much as we can type of questions that comes in exam. I want at least student should be in a position to solve 10 questions. Right, that too very quickly and accurately. So in first 10 to 15 minutes of your exam, you should be able to solve somewhere around 8 to 10 questions. Right, so let's do it. So let's say the two numbers are A and B whose sum given to me is 120 As the HCF of A and B is 12, so we can write A as 12x and B as 12y, such that HCF of x and y is 1. So because it is 12x and that is 12y, which equals 120, on cancelling out 12, we get x plus y equal 10. Now we just need to write 10 as a sum of two numbers. So it can be 1 plus 9, 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, 4 plus 6, or 5 plus 5. After this, again, the very same set of values will start repeating. Because we are focusing on unordered pair, so we should not be taking the very same set of values. So now we just need to check where the HCF of x and y is 1. So here the HCF is 1, here it is 2, should be eliminated. HCF is 1, HCF is 2, HCF is 5. So they are the only two cases which will give us two pairs. So answer comes out to be 2. Not 5 pairs. यार सारे cases count नहीं करने. Only those cases are to be counted where HCF of x and y is 1. Manas, is it done? Ansal, कैट 4 दिन रह गए हैं, ऐसा मिस्टेक मत करो. अभी बता रहा हूं फिर भी गलती कर रहे हो. राइट शुभम, राइट. So I think such a revision session is very important for each one of you. गलती नहीं होना चाहिए बिल्कुल भी. राइट चलो देखो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So likewise, when it comes to if the question says that there is a number which when divided by 5 it leaves a remainder of 1, when divided by 6 it leaves a remainder of 1, or the question says a number when divided by 5 a remainder is 1, when divided by 6 a remainder is 2, or if the question says a number when divided by 5 a remainder is 1, when divided by 6 a remainder is 3. So they are the three possible cases. So we call it as type 1, this is type 2, and this one is type 3. They are the three type of questions which can be asked based on the concept of LCM. And in these kind of cases, either this information will be given to you, or this set of information, or this set of information. The questions that can be asked to you, question number 1 can be, what is the smallest value of n? Question number 2 can be, what is the smallest 3-digit number that will satisfy the given condition? Question number 3 will be something like, how many such 2-digit number exist? Or the question can be, how many such 3-digit numbers exist? So they are the type of questions which came in CAT in the previous years, right? Or it can be, what is the largest 4-digit number that will satisfy the given set of conditions, right? Now, in order to solve all these questions, we have to just write down the general form. So general form for all the three types will be LCM of all the divisors into some constant k plus minimum value of n. So minimum value ही अपने को निकालना है. LCM in all the cases can be found very easily. So please keep in mind the cases where your remainder is same. So type 1 is remainders are same. So whenever all your remainders are same, so minimum value of n is always equivalent to a remainder itself. right? It is always equivalent to remainder, which in this case given to me is 1. In case of type 2, you can observe difference between divisor and remainder is same. So here the difference is 4, there also the difference is of 4. So case 2 is difference between divisor and remainder is same. In this case, minimum value of n will be LCM of divisors minus difference. So जो भी difference है वो आ जाएगा. So I am writing difference as D. Right, so it comes out to be LCM of divisor is 30, difference is of 4, so it comes out to be 26 in case 2. In case 3, neither your remainders are same nor the difference is same. In order to solve type 3 questions, we can say a number when divided by 5, remainder is 1. So n is either of the form 5x plus 1 or n is of the form 6y plus 3. Right? So now in this case, we just need to take few different values of y, or just bhi first value pe we will get a remainder of 1 while dividing by 5. That will be the minimum value of n. So have a look. So when I take y as 0, we get 6 into 0 plus 3, which is 3. 3 when divided by 5, remainder is not 1. When you take y as 1, 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 when divided by 5, remainder is not 1. Put y equal to 2. 12 plus 3 is 15. When divided by 5, remainder is not 1. Put y equal to 3. 6 into 3, 18 plus 3, 21. When divided by 5, remainder is 1. So the minimum value in third case comes out to be 21. In the question, there can be any number of divisors in this case. Any number of divisors in this case. But in this case, he will not give you more than 3 or 4 divisors. Because this is going to be a lengthy process, doing the very same thing again and again. So before we move on, right, so tell me this basic part is clear to each one of you, that how to find minimum value in all the 3 cases. Wait, Rishi, wait. I will be doing everything, so you need to wait. So tell me guys, is this clear? Be quick with the response. Bhanu, Manish, Sapneshwar, Gaurav, Dwivedi. Yeah, guys, if possible, please join this particular session on Gradeup app. Please, everyone, join on Gradeup app, because all the students are live over there also. So that will make my job easier to address all your queries. Right, and you can also participate among all the students. So थोड़ा competition वाला feel आएगा सभी को. Okay, so let's move on. Right. Let's move on. So the journal form in first case comes out to be 5 and 6 ka LCM, which is 30k plus 1. It will enable me to answer all these questions, whatever you might come across. In second case, the journal form comes out to be 30k plus 26. In third case, type 3, journal form will be 30k plus 21. So if I solve all these questions based on this set of information type 1, so we can say answer for question number 1 will be smallest number is 1. Question number 2 is asking what is the smallest 3-digit number that will satisfy the condition. Now I have to take a value of k such that it is a smallest 3-digit number. So 3-digit number starts with 100, and I know if I take k as 3, it will be 91. At k equal to 4, it becomes 121. So 121 will be the smallest 3-digit number. Question 3 says, how many such two-digit number exist? At k equal to 0, it will be only 1. At k equal to 1, it becomes 31. At k equal to 2, it will be 61. At k equal to 3, it will be 91. At k equal to 4, it becomes 121. So they are the only three values for which I will be getting a two-digit number. So answer comes out to be 3. In question number 4, he is asking how many such three-digit number will exist. I know at k equal to 4, I am getting first three-digit number. So I just need to check the maximum value of k that we can take here. So when k is 33, 30 into 33 is 990 plus 1 is 991. Uske beyond jaoge to it will be a four-digit number. So largest value of k comes out to be 33. So the number of values will be last term minus first term plus 1. So difference of these two is 29 plus 1. Answer comes out to be a total of 30 three-digit numbers are there which can satisfy the given condition. Likewise, he says, what is the largest four-digit number? Again, by hit and trial, can I say if k is 333, so 30 into 333 is 9990 plus 1. Answer comes out to be 9991. So guys, please check these 5 questions. I hope all these are clear to you. And likewise, all the questions for type 2 and type 3 can also be answered. So basic concept is same throughout. Shall we move on? Is it done? Be quick with the response. Yes, no. Yes, definitely. Pranav, here the question says how many such three-digit number exist? So my numbers are of the form 30k plus 1. When we take k as 4, it comes out to be 121. So I just need to check the largest value that we can keep here such that it is still a three-digit number. So I know 30 into 33 is 990. Plus 1 will be 991. Uske beyond jaoge, so it will be a four-digit number. So the largest value of k will be 33. So for all these values of k, it will be a three-digit number. So number of numbers in AP are given by last term minus first term plus 1. When they are in continuation, number of numbers in a sequence is L minus A plus 1. Right, so 33 minus 4 plus 1 comes out to be 30, which are going to be the total number of three-digit numbers. Is that done, Shubham? Pranav, check it out. I hope it is clear. Done? Shubham? Okay. So, next part is, if you are given a number which when divided by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 leaves a remainder of 1 in each case. Right, so the question will be something like this. There are few friends who divided certain chocolates among them. If the chocolates are divided among 2 of them, 1 chocolate will be left out. If the chocolates are divided among 3 of them, 1 chocolate will be left out. So on up to when they are divided among all 9 of them, 1 chocolate will be left out. So in the question he will be asking you, what are the minimum number of chocolates with them? So in this case, although remainder is same in all the cases, but the answer will not be 1. Right? So it will be next number other than 1. So that number comes out to be LCM of all the divisors, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 1 will be the minimum number of chocolates with all the friends. So ये please सभी को ध्यान में रखना है while solving such a question. Right? Now in this case we should be very quick with the LCM of all these. So can you tell me what is the LCM of all the numbers from 2 to 9? Be quick. This practice is very much required by each one of you. Jaldi se batao LCM of all the numbers from 2 to 9. Good, Abhilasha, good. Good job, Priyanka. Excellent. Good, Harish. Good. Good, Akriti. Good, good, good. Okay, so still not all students gave right. Good, good, good. Okay, so let's do it. So Priyanka, when I am asking LCM of all these, please keep in mind it is not product, right? So you will not multiply all these when I am asking LCM. Then please keep in mind from 2 to 9 the different prime numbers are 2, 3, 5 and 7. We just need to take their highest powers. So the highest power of 2 is an 8, highest power of 3 is a 9, highest power of 5 and 7 will be 1, 1. So 2 cube into 3 square into 5 into 7 plus 1 will be the required answer. Right, Harish. Ankit, is it done? So 2 cube is 8, 8 into 5 is 40, 9 into 7 is 63, 4 3s are 12, 4 6 are 24 plus 1 25. So the required answer comes out to be 2521. अभी तो यार guys, please don't hesitate to do all these calculations. मैं तो करता रहता हूं on a daily basis. That is the only reason I am very quick. Majority of you do not solve. You are just watching the video. Doesn't make any sense. Be quick and do the calculations. Exam में जाके debut थोड़ी ना करेंगे हम लोग. And if you are going to do debut in exam for these kind of calculations, then तो number नहीं आएंगे. Right? So we have to ensure that whenever we are coming across a question, we are solving it very quickly. पूरा जान लगा दो अपना उस क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने के लिए. Right, Sandhya? Right, Aman? Right, Bhanu? Right. Okay, so let's move on. Likewise, there can be a question when the question says a number when divided by 2 leaves a remainder of 1, when divided by 3 leaves a remainder of 2, when divided by 4 leaves a remainder of 3, by 5 4, by 6 remainder is 5, by 7 remainder is 6, by 8 remainder is 7, by 9 remainder is 8. Now, what are the minimum number of chocolates that are being distributed? In this case, if you observe, difference between any two values is the same and that is equivalent to 1. So now it will be LCM of all the numbers, which we just found 2520, minus the difference between all these is 1. So the minimum number of chocolates that are getting distributed comes out to be 2519. So in these two cases, your number of divisors can be any, right? So they can be 2, 3, 4, 5. So your basic concept will remain the same. And they are the type of questions which comes in exam. We just need to convert it to this particular format. Now for type 3, if there are more than 2 divisors. So let's say question says a number when divided by 5 gives me a remainder of 1. When divided by 6 gives me a remainder of 3. When divided by 7 gives me a remainder of 2. So neither your remainder is same nor the difference between any of the two is same. In order to solve these kind of questions, what we have to do is, first of all, we will take up the largest 2 divisors and we will generate the journal form by solving these two. So here we can say number is either of the form 5x plus 1 or 6y plus 3 or 7z plus 2. If I take z as 0, number comes out to be 2. When divided by 6, remainder is not 3. When z is 1, 7 plus 2 is 9, a remainder is not 3. When z is 2, 7 into 2, 14 plus 2, 16. When divided by 6, remainder is 4, it is not 3. Alright, so sorry, 9 gives a remainder of 3. I just skipped it by mistake. Alright, so z equal to 1 is 9, which gives us a remainder of 3. So in this case, we can straightway say that the journal form out of these two will be 7 and 6 ka LCM, which is 42k plus 9. Right? All the numbers of this type will give me a remainder of 3 by 6, a remainder of 2 by 7. Now I am looking forward to a number which will give me a remainder of 1 by 5. So now we need to solve these two cases on the very similar lines. So when k is 0, number is 9. When divided by 5, remainder is not 1. When k is 1, 42 plus 9 comes out to be 51. When divided by 5, remainder is 1. So 51 is the smallest number which is satisfying all the 3 cases simultaneously. So general form comes out to be LCM of 5, 6 and 7, which is 210 into some constant k plus 51. So please keep the journal form in this case in your mind. Had there been 4 divisors, so I will form again the journal form using these 3 cases, which is this. Then I will take up the 4th case also, whatever it is given to me. Is it done? The pattern and the method is clear to each and every student that how to solve type 3 questions when there are more than 2 divisors. Abhilasha, divisors can be like any values. It's not specific to like consecutive, kuch bhi ho. I have just taken example of 5, 6, 7. The values can be any. Concept will remain same. Concept will not change. Right. Okay, so let's move on to the concept of HCF now. So a very standard question of HCF that comes in exam is that let's say there are few divisors which are given to you, 251, 261, 291, and question says 251 when divided by a certain divisor, or 261 or 291 when divided by same divisor, remainder is same in each case. So the question can be, find the largest value of the divisor. Or the question can be, how many values of divisor are possible? So we can always say if 251 or 261 or 291 is divided by some divisor D, let's say your quotients are Q1, Q2 and Q3. Because a remainder is same in all the cases, so we can write it like this. So I am using a relation which is dividend equal divisor into quotient plus a remainder. Right? In order to study the values of D, we need to subtract two equations at a time. Let's say we subtract these two and we subtract these two. So on subtracting these two equations, R get cancelled out and it gives me D into Q2 minus Q1 comes out to be 10. When we subtract these two, D into Q3 minus Q2 comes out to be 30. So we can rewrite this equation as Q2 minus Q1 equals 10 upon D, and likewise this equation as Q3 minus Q2 equals 30 upon D. As we are required, right Rishi, as we are required largest value of divisor, so it must be some value which can divide 10 as well as 30. So D comes out to be the HCF of 10 and 30, which we all know equal 10. Now instead of writing all these equations, we can do it straightways also. Now how it should be done? So we got this 10, which is the difference of these two. We got this 30, which is the difference of these two. HCF of these two values will be the required answer. So the largest value of divisor comes out to be HCF of 10 and 30, and we need not write all the theory from now onwards, right? So HCF of 10 and 30 comes out to be 10. And if we ask you how many values of divisor are possible, any factor of 10 will be possible. So the number of factors of 10 comes out to be 4. So 4 values are possible for the divisor. So guys, please check it out. I hope it is clear. Rishi, that's what I explained, because we are required largest number that can divide 10 and 30, right? So that is the definition of HCF, greatest common divisor. Ankit and Naved, they are the factors of 10. So 10 is the largest value of divisor and 10 is 2 into 5. Number of factors will be 2 into 2, which is 4. Done Ankit? Naved क्या हो गया? Ankit, clear है? Number of factors of 10 are 4. Done? I think Naved तुम आजकल प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर रहे. Hi Amir, hello. You are very late. Okay, so let's move on. ठीक है कोई नहीं यार, पूछ तो लो. मैंने उसमें नहीं कहा, बट आई एम जस्ट लाइक 4 दिन रह गए, अब गलती ना करना पेपर में. इतना करने के बाद गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए. वी आर वर्किंग सो हार्ड फॉर सच अ लॉन्ग पीरियड. No issues, Amir. Okay, so let's move on. So, next, very important part of CAT एक क्वेश्चन आ जाता है इसमें से, and the question is so easy that it shall not take more than 10-20 seconds to answer when it is based on the concept of units digit. So we all know unit digit of the number can be any value among 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Any number ending in 0, 1, 5 and 6 has a cyclicity of 1, or we can say their units place will always remain same irrespective of the power. The units place when it is 4 or 9, cyclicity is of 2. So here we can say whenever the power of 4 is odd, units place is 4. Whenever the power of 4 is even, units place is 6. Whenever the power of 9 is odd, units place is 9. Whenever the power of 9 is even, units place is 1. For the numbers ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8, cyclicity is of 4. And we just need to divide power of the given number by 4 to study the remainder. If a remainder is not 0, we will put a remainder in the power of the number, which is either 2, 3, 7 or 8. Right, so this will give me units place of the number. And if remainder is 0, we will put 4 in the power of the given number. So where n represent 2, 3, 7 or 8. So in general, when we have to take common cyclicity for all these, common cyclicity of all the numbers is 4. I hope you all remember all this. Is it done? So now I am going to post few questions which came in CAT, and guys, you have to be very, very, very quick in answering it. All right. 7 raised to power 2048 minus 7 raised to power 2047. Be quick and tell me the units place of this number. Good, Abhilasha. Good, Rishi. Good. Be quick, everyone. Jaldi batao. This is a CAT question. Bhanu, Sandhya, Aman, jaldi batao answer. Be quick. Sapneshwar, Gaurav. Why guess Bhanu? अभी तो एग्जैक्ट आंसर आना चाहिए. Okay, so I am getting a lot of responses. So let's see the units place of this number. So this number is definitely going to be larger than this, and in order to find units place, 7 raised to power 2048. So when power is divided by 4, a remainder is 0. So we need to keep 4 in the power. Here, when this power is divided by 4, 3 is the remainder. So we need to keep 3 in the power. 7 raised to power 4 is 2401. So its units place is 1. 7 cube is 343. Units place is 3. So difference comes out to be minus 2. Alright, so whenever the difference is minus 2, we need to add, let it be like this. ऐसा नहीं करते हैं. So now this number is ending in 1. And this number is ending in 3. We all are doing subtraction for such a long period. So if I have to subtract 3 out of 1, we will take carry here. So when we take carry, carry is always of 10, which makes it 10 plus 1, 11. 11 minus 3, answer comes out to be 8. Guys, please check it out. Galti nahi hona chahiye. Very few students were able to answer 8 in this case. So Monil answered it 8. Shubham answered at 8. Naved answered at 8. Right, Harish answered at 8. So guys, please check it out. This is an actual CAT question यार, इसमें तो गलती ना करो. If you have any doubt, if you have any confusion, please ask me. 7 कैसे बना? Guys, is it clear? यूनिट डिजिट के ऊपर ऐसा ही इजी सा क्वेश्चन आएगा, एंड प्लीज माइंडेड गलत नहीं होना चाहिए किसी का भी. अगर किसी को भी कुछ डाउट है, प्लीज आस्क मी इन यूनिट डिजिट. प्लीज बी क्विक एंड आस्क मी. किसी को कुछ भी डाउट है, इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. डायरेक्ट इजी से क्वेश्चंस आते हैं विच आर डुएबल इन लेस देन 30 सेकेंड्स यार. Pranav, have you done the concept of unit digit earlier, or is this the first time you are doing it? Because accordingly, I will be spending time on this. Pranav, be quick, tell me, have you done this topic earlier or not? So whatever the given number is there, you just need to observe the cyclicity which is to be used. Cyclicity is of 4. So you will divide power of the number by 4. So 2048 when divided by 4, a remainder is 0. Right? So when a remainder is 0, you will put 4 in the power of given number. So it becomes 7 raised to power 4. And here the power is 2047. So when you divide 2047 by 4, a remainder comes out to be 3. And if remainder is not 0, you will put the remainder itself in the power of the number. So 3 will go to the power of 7. 7 raised to power 4 is 2401 which ends in 1. 7 cube is 343 which ends in 3. So we need to subtract a number ending in 3 from a number which is ending in 1. So this will be the process of subtraction. Because this value is bigger than that, I have to bring a carry. So carry is always of 10. So 10 plus 1 makes it 11 minus 3. Answer comes out to be 8. Still Naved, कुछ फर्क थोड़ा ना पड़ेगा ना यार. It will still remain the same if you take like 7 raised to power 2047 common. Right? Either ways it is the same. It shall not take more than 30 seconds to come up with correct answer. Right? Effort to tab kare na when it is required. So it being an actual CAT question, I want everyone to answer it correctly at this point in time. Abhi galti nahi hona chahiye. Okay, now second CAT question. Find the units place of the sum. Be quick and tell me. जल्दी से बताओ. Units place of the sum. It's a CAT question. They are the questions which we usually never expect कि CAT में इतना easy question भी आएगा. But आते हैं यार. I am only discussing CAT questions which you have never seen. Okay. आराम से करो, कोई जल्दी नहीं है. ठीक आंसर आना चाहिए. आंसर टिनी, आई वॉन्ट करेक्ट आंसर फ्रॉम ईच एंड एवरी स्टूडेंट दिस टाइम नाउ. हर्ष, हाँ, यूनिट्स प्लेस. शुभम, ध्यान से करो, कोई जल्दी नहीं है. यही गड़बड़ी करोगे जाके कैट में जो अभी कर रहे हो सब लोग. इतना इजी क्वेश्चन है, इसमें भी गड़बड़ यार. राइट मिलन, राइट स्वप्निल. They all are actual CAT questions. So I just wrote the formula for the sum that sigma n is n into n plus 1 by 2. So here the sum comes out to be 99 into 100 upon 2. When you cancel out 2, 99 into 50 will be ending in 0. Dhana, 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 it is 0. I wrote these formulas earlier because I had to discuss these questions, right? This was another question in CAT whose units place was required. Be quick and tell me the units place of the sum. जल्दी से बताओ and please सभी का आंसर करेक्ट होना चाहिए. कोई स्टूडेंट गलत आंसर नहीं देगा. स्वप्निल, अमन, भानु, बी क्विक, मिलन, मनीष, सपनेश्वर, गौरव, जल्दी से बताओ. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. So this time it's good. So we just need to use the formula of sigma n square, which is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6. So which makes it 99 into 100 into 198 plus 1, 199 upon 6. So when we cancel out 3 here or 2 here, still it will be ending in 0. So the product will end in 0. Units place comes out to be 0. Good job everyone. Good job. Maza aa gaya. Okay, now next question that came in CAT on unit digit. So what is the unit digit of the sum 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, so on up to 99 factorial? Be quick and tell me the units place of the sum. कोई मिस्टेक नहीं होना चाहिए किसी से भी. Right, Milan, right. Good job, Bhanu, good job. Milan, 1 is not the answer. Milan, 1 is not the answer. So previous responses were correct. Check this out. Right, Bhanu, you are correct. Right, Priya, right, Harish. No, Monel, Naved, you did it wrong. Really, really, really bad. तुम मेरे पास आओ, पिटाई करूंगा तुम्हारी मैं. गौरव, इट्स रॉन्ग. राइट ऋषि. नवेद चेक कर यार, क्या कर रहा है. राइट आयुष, राइट हर्ष, राइट राइट, ऑल अदर आर करेक्ट. Be quick everyone. So in this case देखो फैक्टोरियल आई थिंक सभी को इतना तो पता ही होगा ना, that 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, 5 factorial onward all the values will be ending in 0. 120, then 720, 5040, all the values are ending in 0 because units place of all the values are 0. ये तो किसी काम के है ही नहीं. We just need to add these 4 numbers. 24 plus 6 is 30 plus 3 33. So units place comes out to be 3. That's it. This is the only work we have to do. Sorry, किसी का sorry नहीं चलेगा यार. Sorry मत बोला करो. Mistake is a mistake. Accepted. नहीं होना चाहिए गलती at this point in time. मिस्टेक नहीं होना चाहिए ना यार. चलो देखो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. So now let's move on to the concept of factorials. So in case of factorials, n factorial is basically represented by the product of first n natural numbers. So n factorial will be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 so on up to n ka product. Let's say if I come across n minus 1 factorial, it is equivalent to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 so on up to n minus 1 ka product, right? And so on. We can do all the calculations here. So if we come across 0 factorial, that is equivalent to 1, 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is the product of 1, 2, 3, which is 6, 4 factorial is the product of 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 24, 5 factorial is 120, 6 factorial is 720, 7 factorial is 5040, 8 factorial is 40320, 9 factorial is 362880, 10 factorial is 3628800, and so on. The process keeps going on. So try to memorize as many values as you can done, right, Akriti, right? So try to memorize as many values as you can do. Now few observations that are to be made in case of factorials is, after 5 factorial up to 9 factorial, each and every number is ending in 10, because in this product there is only one 5. From 10 factorial onward, each and every number start ending in 2 zeros up to 14 factorial. So I am writing this information here. From 5 to 9 factorial, all these values are ending in exactly 10. Starting from 10 factorial to 14 factorial, all these values are ending in 2 zeros. Starting from 15, because we got one more 5 here, up to 19 factorial, we will be getting 3 zeros. From 20 up to 24, we will be getting 4 zeros. From 25 up to 29, tell me how many zeros will be there now? Be quick and tell me. Jaldi se sabhi respond karo. How many zeros will be there now? So Abhijit, Milan, Bhanu, tell me how many zeros will be there from 25 to 29 factorial, right Swapnil? Good. पेपर में जाके सब गड़बड़ करके आओगे बेटा. Right, Bhanu. Swapnil, 5 is not the answer. Guys, 5 is not the answer. The moment you got 25, 25 has 5 square. 25 has 5 square. It had 5 raised to power 1. एक 5 ऐड हो रहा था तो एक 0 बढ़ा. 2 5 आएंगे तो 2 0 बढ़ेंगे सीधे. यहां पर होंगे 6 zeros. So the question based on this which came in CAT was, if n factorial ends in 5 zeros, then how many values of n are possible? So this is again a CAT question, guys. Right? So tell me what is the answer. If n factorial ends in 5 zeros, then how many values of n are possible? Good, Tini. Good, good, good. Be quick, everyone. सभी टाइप करो जल्दी से. याद होना चाहिए सभी को ये क्वेश्चन और भूलना नहीं चाहिए. आंसर नॉट पॉसिबल नहीं आएगा ना दोस्त. क्वेश्चन में पूछा जा रहा है हाउ मेनी वैल्यूज ऑफ n आर पॉसिबल. जीरो. you have to mark zero, right? Not possible is not the answer. So please do not make this mistake of counting, right? So this is very important question. So we need to observe these kind of things while solving questions, because questions are based more on observation. If you will come after the exam and ask me this question, I will give you a solution कि यार जीरो है, ये ऐसे करना था. You will feel यार क्वेश्चन तो बहुत इजी था, पेपर में क्यों नहीं हुआ. अब ये कोई सब्जेक्टिव पेपर थोड़े ना है, ऑब्जेक्टिव पेपर है. क्वेश्चंस आर बेस्ड ऑन ऑब्जर्वेशन ओनली, राइट. सो ये जंप मेरे को ऐसा कब कब मिलेगा, वेन एवर द नंबर इज अ मल्टीपल ऑफ higher powers of 5. So when you come across 25 or 50 or 75 or 100 or 125 or 150, again and again we will be getting these kind of jumps. So when you will come across 50, again 2 zeros will increase. When you come across 75, 2 will increase. At 100, 2 will increase. At 125, it is 5 cube, straightaway 3 zeros will increase now. No, there were answer options, Priya. There were answer options and that question. But still, answer option किसी काम नहीं आएंगे ना. If we do not know the concept, right, then answer options काम नहीं आएंगे. Yes, Akriti. Yes, number of zeros always depends on the power of 5. So up to 24 factorial, we are getting 4 zeros. The moment we came across 25, I will be getting 6 zeros up to 29 factorial, because in between no new multiple of 5 is coming. The moment we touch 30 to 34, I am getting only one more 5, hence 7 zeros. From 35 to 39, I am getting only one more multiple of 5, 8 zeros. From this 40 onward, I will be getting 9 zeros. From 45 onward, 10 zeros. The moment I will touch 50, so this 10 will jump on to 12 zeros now. Is it done? Yes, yes, Rishi. So let's move on other type of questions that are being asked in factorials. So in case of factorial, let's say if there is a number like 100 factorial, so he might ask us the power of 2, highest power of 2 that can divide 100 factorial, or the highest power of 3, or the highest power of 4, or the highest power of any number he can ask us which can divide the given factorial. So the very basic thing that everyone should be very clear about is how to factorize this number. So this number can be prime factorized in the powers of prime numbers. So everyone should be very clear about this. In order to factorize the number, which means to find power of prime numbers, right? So the method we are going to discuss is to find powers of prime numbers only. And then those powers will be used to find the powers of composite numbers like 4 ka power, 6 ka power, or 8 ka power. So these are composite numbers, right? So in order to find the power of 2 in 100 factorial, we will divide 100 by 2 and we will write down all the quotients that are being obtained. 100 divided by 2, quotient is 50. 50 divided by 2, quotient is 25. 25 divided by 2, quotient is 12. 12 divided by 2, quotient is 6. 6 divided by 2, quotient is 3. 3 divided by 2, quotient is 1. Further quotient will be 0, so we need not write. On adding all the quotients, I will get the power of 2 in the given factorial, which comes out to be 97. Right? So when we have to find the power of 3, I will divide 100 by 3, quotient is 33, then 11, then 3, then 1, which adds up to 48, which is the power of 3 and 100 factorial. If we are required the power of 5, I will divide 100 by 5, quotient is 20, 20 by 5, quotient is 4, so the power comes out to be 24. Alright, so likewise we can find power of each and every prime number out of the given factorial. So ये देख लो पहले, सभी को clear है part that how we can find power of each and every prime number in the given factorial. Yes, Rishi, it is the same. अभी शुभम आते हैं कॉम्पोजिट वी विल डू, पहले हम ये देख ले सारा का सारा। राइट, पहले ये देख लो, इसमें सब किसी को डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए। Okay, now so in this case it comes out to be the power of all prime numbers. So like if we are required 7, you will divide 100 by 7, so quotient is 14, further division gives me 2, so it is 16, 11 will give me 9, 13 will give me 7, and so on. So when it comes to composite numbers, let's say I found the power of 2 as 97. If I am required the power of 4, so 4 is 2 square, so I will divide power by 2, so 2 4s are 8, left over is 17, right, 2 8s are 16, decimal nahi likhna hai, 48 will be the power of 4 in 100 factorial. If I am required power of 8, 8 is 2 cube, I will divide the power by 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, so 32 will be the power of 8 in given factorial. If I am required power of 16, 16 is 2 raised to power 4, I will divide power by 4, 97 divided by 4 comes out to be 24, so 24 is the power of 16 in given factorial. If I am required power of, let's say, 32, it is 2 raised to power 5, so you will divide 97 by 5, it comes out to be 19, which is the power of 32. Likewise, as we have the power of 3 as 48, if I am required the power of 9, I will use this to find the power of 9. So 3 square is 9, divide the power by 2, it becomes 24. If I am required power of 27, which is 3 cube, divide power by 3, it comes out to be 16. If I am required power of 81, that is 3 raised to power 4, divide power by 4, it comes out to be 12, and so on. So I hope guys this part is clear to each and every student. Now there can be a combination of two different prime numbers, right? So that will also lead us to a composite number. Like if I am required the power of 6. Now 6 is made up of 2 and 3. The power of 2 available is 97. The power of 3 available is 48. So for 1 2, for every 2 and for every 3, I will be getting 1 6. How many 6 can be made? That depends on the smaller value of the 2 in the power. So out of 97 and 48, 48 is smaller. So the power of 6 comes out to be 48. Let's say if it is the power of 10. So 2 raised to power 97 is there, 5 raised to power 24 is there. Power of 10 will be the smaller of these two values, which is 24. Right? If I am required power of 12. So 12 is now 3 into 4. So power of 3 is 48. Power of 4 is also 48. Because both the values are same, power of 12 also comes out to be 48. Alright, so once these prime numbers are there with me, I can find power of each and every composite number as well. But please never ever use this method to find power of composite number directly. This method is to be used to find powers of only and only prime numbers. Is it done? So when we come across the power of 10, right, the power of 10 also gives me number of zeros in the end of given factorial. So this is first question which is being asked on given data. Second question is how many trailing zeros are there? So this is second question which is being asked. In order to find number of trailing zeros, you just need to find the power of 2 and the power of 5. इसमें कोई गलती नहीं होना चाहिए. So guys, please check it out. I hope it is clear. ऋषि, योर क्वेश्चन इज स्टिल द सेम यार, कुछ फर्क नहीं है. अगर 6 का पावर निकालना है तो 2 और 3 का पावर देखोगे, राइट? सो 3 का पावर विल बी स्मॉलर, गो विद द फ्लो. राइट. सो गाइज, आई एम बिट टायर्ड नाउ, राइट? इतना रखते हैं. I am planning few more classes on these lines only, wherein I will be teaching without any PPT and revision thorough करेंगे, right? So I need some time to plan things in a relatively quicker way, because I think we have to cover a lot and a lot. ठीक है? Initially I thought I will be touching only few of the points, but I think तुम लोगों को full revision चाहिए पूरे का पूरे का. ठीक है? So मैं अभी कुछ plan out करता हूँ, थोड़ा सा lengthy और, right? So just give me a minute. I need to maybe cancel out few of my lectures tomorrow for you guys. So most probably we will try to start tomorrow morning, right? Yes, Arish, I know. This is very much required at this point in time. ऋषि यार, अब इतना नहीं कर सकता मैं अकेला. अभी क्वांट तो करवाने दो ना यार, एक चीज तो करवा दूं. DILR बहुत करवा दिया मैंने, बहुत करवा दिया. जस्ट गो थ्रू पास्ट ईयर पेपर क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन. बहुत DILR किया यार, हर तरह की केसलेट्स की है. ठीक है? सो लेट मी कवर दिस क्वांट पोर्शन. That will ensure कि at least 10 क्वेश्चन सभी के least possible टाइम फ्रेम में करेक्ट हो जाएंगे. सो तुम लोगों का रिवीजन मैं थोड़ा सा क्विकली करवा दूंगा, राइट? चलो आज के लिए इतना रखते हैं. सो लेट मी प्लान आउट अ सेशन. कल परसों रोज करेंगे. अब इट विल बी फॉर अनदर 3 days, 2-3 days, राइट? राइट. थैंक यू एवरीवन. थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विद मी. थैंक्स अ लॉट. So please follow my profile on Gradeup app. Just search Ajasreen. So the moment I will be coming online for the session, you will be getting that push notification. Yes, Rishi, I always say the same. Actual CAT questions are very easy. Right? Thank you everyone. Thank you. Actual CAT questions are very easy. मैं तो रोज यही बोलता रहता हूँ सबको. जो प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किए हैं, इफ यू विल चेक ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन आउट ऑफ द सेम, चंद्रिका, भानु, you will be just follow me on Gradeup, right? On Gradeup you just need to search Ajasreen. Kindly everyone download Gradeup app. and search for Ajasreen and follow me and press the turn on notification button. उसके साइड में टर्न ऑन नोटिफिकेशन बटन होगा. Just press that button. So the moment I will be coming online, you will be notified. I'm just trying to figure out भानु चंद्रिका, एक बार मेरे को फॉलो कर लो, अपने आप वहां पर आ जाएगा टाइमिंग आपको. ठीक है. सो मैं अभी बस थोड़ा डिस्कस करके सेशंस को फ्रीज करता हूं. राइट. सो टुमारो वी विल ट्राई टू अगेन मेक सेशन ऑफ मोर देन 2 hours ड्यूरेशन. कुछ करते हैं प्लान आउट. राइट. सो जस्ट फॉलो मी ऑन ग्रेडअप ऐप. सो आप सभी लोग भी यार कर लेना. ठीक है. अगर किसी ने एनी हाउ नहीं कर रखा, सो कल और क्लासेस करते हैं, कल भी करते हैं, परसों भी करते हैं. एंड मैं आज भी देखता हूं. राइट. आई विल ट्राई टुडे ऑल्सो. अगर आफ्टर अ स्मॉल ब्रेक वी कैन अगेन डू इट. ठीक है. सो मैं एक बार चेक करके बताता हूं. सो आपको ग्रेडअप पे नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा. जस्ट प्रेस द फॉलो बटन आफ्टर माय प्रोफाइल. राइट. Thank you everyone. Thank you. I'm signing off. Thank you.